Howdy folks, Bricks and Quacks here, and today we're going to be building a Western train station. I have been looking forward to this for so long, and today is finally the day we're going to be building a church. All right, cool. So this build actually comes from Rebrickable, Legat of Legion. I did build a previous build, his gun shop or whatever. This one looked really cool. This is the only other build of his I'm going to do. The other ones are going to be my own custom design. Be sure to leave a like. If I hit the monetization, I will be doing a ton of giveaways. I'll be giving away Bricklink sets, Star Wars sets, all kinds of Lego sets. But without further ado, leave a like and let's get into the build. These pieces were actually pretty expensive, these square pieces. They almost feel like the brown pieces, the ones that are super easily breakable, but they're not. Be sure to let me know if the audio is good or bad. All right, so right now we're building the base of the church. I did go through and sort all the pieces and made sure I had them all. And actually was missing 5 pieces at the very beginning. Luckily, I did order them off of Bricklink for not too much. And I did end up picking them up. So now I can officially build this mock. All right, so we're about halfway done with the base. We're flying through these instructions. I would show the instructions, but unfortunately, these instructions are copyright just because I purchased them off of Rebrickable, and you could get in a lot of trouble for posting the instructions or even showing the instructions, unfortunately. I want to say I bought them on sale for $7 to $8, which isn't too bad. But the set will fit very well with the rest of my Western builds. In my opinion, this was one of the coolest churches I could find. A lot of memes will be made out of this. I really do like these dark orange pieces. For a while, I thought they were like a brown color. I mean, they do look kind of brown, but apparently the color is dark orange, which is kind of funny. I'll probably be streaming for the next 4 hours. I am pet sitting as of right now, So around 11, I will be heading out and going to taking out my neighbor's dog. All right, so we're almost done with the foundation here. I'm hoping this build will go by really quick. It didn't seem like very many pieces, and I actually think it was less pieces than the gun shop we built. There's 14 bags I have labeled, and we're already about to be on bag number 3. And I started the stream maybe 5 minutes ago. So there is a chance we may actually finish building this set today. It'll go really well in the Western stuff I already have set up. This will actually be the 4th building I have. Actually, 5th building. I forgot I bought the Bricklink Miner set. All right, look at that. See, already on the bag number 3. We are flying through this. And yesterday, whenever I did stop by my local Walmart, they actually did have a Ferrari set, which is really cool. It's the Ferrari 499P. I actually did a review on it. It's a very cool looking Ferrari. I would actually say it's one of the coolest Ferraris they have available right now. And actually, technically, it comes out in June, but I was very lucky that my Walmart had it early. All right, I'm already messing up somewhere here. And I think we're missing a piece. Fantastic. We're just going to skip over that for now. Yeah, we are missing a piece. 2, 3. Wow, this is awesome. Okay. This here. This goes there. Hopefully the audio sounds better. I did end up getting a mic. Awesome. I appreciate you tuning in, man. It really means a lot. I love at least trying to entertain you guys and show you the build progress. I really appreciate you tuning in. It really means a lot. One of these days I'm going to be doing giveaways and everything else. And, you know, I'll remember the people who rocked with me from day one. Here. Crap. All right, I may have to improvise because I am missing a piece. I thought I went through and verified I had all the pieces, but apparently not. I may have to go grab a piece from my inventory. Okay, good, that sticks on there. All right, luckily I do have some extra pieces here in case I forget anything or I'm missing something. Like this piece right here. All right, so like I said, we're almost done with the base here for the church. And we're done with the base. Perfect. All right, so for whatever reason, there's supposed to be a piece that goes here. I went through all the pieces. For whatever reason, that piece is not here. It no longer exists. But we're not going to complain. We're just going to roll with it. I may end up going and grabbing another replacement piece. But for now, we'll just not worry about it. All right, so it looks like this goes here. I'm really excited to see what this looks like. Like I said, this is one of the coolest churches I saw. One thing I did notice is not very many people, many Lego creators actually live stream. A lot of them pre-record their content and then they make edits and stuff. It does take a lot of practice and work to get the live streams right. Oops. That was a little loud. Hopefully it wasn't too loud in the audio. Alright, I am burning up in here. Let me turn on the fan real quick. Oh man, that is so much better. I was legit sweating. Alright, so it looks like this is going to be where the stairs go. Like I said, you can find these instructions on Rebrickable if you just search for Legat of Legion, or just search Western Church on Rebrickable, and you should be able to see the Western Church. There's not very many options when it does come to the Western stuff, so you can't be super picky unless you design some of the sets yourself. Like I said, I hope we're going to be able to finish this today, but we shall see. Alright. I really messed up. Alright, hold on one sec. Looks like that goes here. Gotta be extra cautious with these reddish brown pieces because I'm sure some of these are the old original reddish brown pieces and they may actually end up breaking easily. Oops. Oh wait, that does go there. Huh. Don't want to. Oh man. Probably should have grabbed a brick separator. Okay. There we go. All right, back on track. As you can see, I'm not very good at following directions. All right, so we'll put this here. That there. Some of these pieces are used, but most of them are actually in very good shape. All right, so for now, because we're missing this piece right here, we're gonna go ahead and just add this there and that there. Like I said, I will make some modifications behind the scenes to get this. Actually, you know what? We'll just roll with that. I know it's supposed to be tan all the way across, but obviously I can't count and I don't know which pieces are which. So we will just roll with it. So the one kind of annoying thing about this is gonna be putting on all these white pieces. It's going to be very tedious and it's going to be repetitive, but in the end, I'm hoping it will look very well. Put together and look good. All right, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. All right, looks like it's going to be one more tall. All right, so I think the actual church part itself, the inside, is going to be over here. Honestly, that looks a little small. I'm hoping this is the actual inside as well as this, but we'll just have to see. I already forgot what the original build looks like. So whenever this thing is done, you guys will be just as surprised as me. Nice little archway here. Fancy, fancy. Oh, I put those on backwards. Wow. Alright, so like I said, I believe this is going to be part of the inside. I'm hoping the church isn't going to be this big, which wouldn't make any sense. Actually, this may end up being the church right here, and this may actually be the outside, which I'm hoping. But like I said, I don't remember exactly what this is gonna look like, so we'll just have to see once I'm done building it. Alright, so it looks like that is. Oh, messed that up. It looks like there's a bunch of cubes here. All right, so we're about a fifth of the way done already. We've only been live streaming for 10 minutes. So I'm hoping we'll actually be able to finish this build today, and I'll be able to put it in the western town with the rest of the other builds. I believe there's 4 or 5 more buildings that I would like to add to the western setup I have going, and hopefully they all fit. So I have a saloon that I'm going to be building, a western sheriff's office, a hat store, and a hotel. The hotel is probably going to be one of my favorites just because it's going to be a massive build, and I'll actually be able to put the minifigures in the hotel room, so it'll be really cool. I pre-designed it. I'm still in the process of ordering the pieces. I probably have about $100 left of pieces left for each of the sets, but I did complete most of the ordering of most of the pieces. Alright, so it looks like that's good. We just need another cube. Alright, I really do like these dark orange pieces. I think they're going to play a very good factor in the actual finished build itself. It'll really add some nice pizzazz to it. Alright, so it looks like it faces like this. The green glory was a very nice choice. Alright, so we're going to turn this thing around. It's like we've turned this thing around more than a rotisserie chicken. Oh man, it's still not even facing the right way. Alright, cool. So it looks like it's supposed to be facing that way for the picture. Alright, hopefully these column pieces are well put together and they're not the old school reddish brown pieces, because I've had really bad luck in the past with putting some of these reddish brown pieces on. As soon as you look at them wrong, they just break in half. That actually ended up happening with the western train station I built. One of the corner pieces was $5, and then as soon as I put it on the top, it was literally the last piece I put on there, it ended up cracking. And one of the comments said it adds nice flair. I mean, I guess they were kind of right, but at the end of the day, like paying $5 for a Lego piece and then it breaking is very devastating. All right, cool. So here's what we have so far. Nice little entranceway. Like I said, we're a little over a fifth of the way done with this build. and I'm hoping we'll be able to finish in the next 3.5 hours. We actually may end up finishing it pretty quick, just because this seems like a pretty simple build overall. As long as I don't mess up any instructions, it should be good. And like I said, you can find the instructions for this Western Church on Rebrickable. If you just search for Western Church, it'll show up. The builder is Magat of Legion. This is his second set that I'm going to be building of the Western series. I didn't really care for any of the other Western buildings he had. This one was the only one. This one and the gun shop were the only two that I thought were pretty cool. The other ones, in my opinion, aren't worth the money. And I do already have a general store, the original Bricklink general store. So I thought, oh, you know, why would I pay money for another general store when the room for the Western sets is already limited? I'm already almost out of space for my Western sets, unfortunately, but I'm hoping we'll be able to fit the sheriff station and a couple other builds as well. All right, so far this is what it looks like. It's looking pretty good. We did end up finishing the foundation. Like I said, we are flying through these instructions. We're almost already, actually we're almost a fourth of the way down already. So maybe we'll be able to finish this in 2 hours. We shall see. Once I start putting up the walls, it'll really get interesting. Oh, look, see, there's already a crack on this reddish brown cube. All right, so here's the progress we have so far. It has a nice little, I think this is supposed to be the entranceway. And here's what the back looks like so far. I don't know why we have 4 extra pieces here, but we'll just put them to the side for now. All right, and we are moving on to bag number 5. Wow. Okay. All right, so I really can't tell if this is going to be the entranceway or what's going on here. I believe it's going to be in the entranceway. That's what it's alluding to, but we'll just have to see. As always, thank you so much for tuning in. You could be watching anybody right now and you're watching me. I appreciate it. More than you know. So, Oh, okay, yep. So it looks like this is actually going to be the front of the church. It's going to be pretty cool. All right. Goes there. Here. I was wondering why it didn't line up correctly. All right, cool. So yeah, looks like this is going to be the front. I think there's going to be a little bell tower or something right here, if I'm not mistaken. That's definitely include a lot of pieces on each page of these instructions. That goes there. All right. Cool. All right, looks like we're going to be doing a little undercarriage here. Ah. Alright, so it goes like, there's like that on there, that goes there, oh, it goes opposite, oops. Okay, cool. So we're going to put that under there. Oh wow, this entrance looks really nice. Alright, so here's what the entrance looks like so far. I'm sorry, the camera's not very good, there we go. Not too shabby. All right, looks like there's going to be a lantern on each side, at least this side. One. Here we go. All right, cool. So put that over here. Perfect. All right, so what I did is I just installed the lantern on this side. Adds a little bit of pizzazz to the set. All right, and it looks like we're gonna angle it a little bit. So it looks like this is gonna go underneath here to really add some stabilization right here. All right. Awesome. So yeah, this feels a lot more stable now versus this one. If you push a little too hard right here, it will break. All right, so it looks like we're supposed to have another lantern. I'm not sure where the other lantern is. I guess I can't count because there's no lantern here, unfortunately. Right now, we're just not going to worry about putting the other lantern there. We'll just continue with building. All right, so we're going to reinforce the other side. Maybe it's in here. I feel like we're missing a few pieces here. Ah. Yep. Yeah. Don't know what happened to that piece. I literally went through all these pieces and made sure they were all there, and now like half of them has vanished. So we're not going to worry about it. We're going to skip over it for now, and we're just going to continue building the set. All right. So it looks like we're going to be continuing on with the stairs. Trying to rotate this thing so you guys can see a little better. Okay, moving everything in the process. All right, cool. So we're going to be adding the rest of the stairs right here, it looks like. All right, so it's going to be 2 thick. And there's going to be some plates here. All right, so we're going to put that on there. Man, I'm telling you, if you just built Lego sets for a living, you would not have to go to the gym. Just because some of these pieces are very hard to put on. All right, That goes there. That goes there. Oops. Let's put this here. It looks like there's going to be an angled piece that goes there, as well as a 1x2 tile. Awesome, cool. So it looks like we're going to be building a nice little walk-up ledge here. I really do wish he would have pushed it back a little bit with the design, just because there's a pretty far gap between the stairs in here. And if you were an elderly disabled person, you wouldn't be going up these stairs. So it looks like we're going to be doing this 4 times. At least we'll be finishing the front of this. Oops. These pieces do not want to cooperate. Okay, that goes there. That goes there. Alright. Telling you, anytime you hear a crack whenever you put a reddish brown piece on, my heart drops every single time. The amount of brown pieces I broke has been insane. And unfortunately, because this is a Western theme, look at that. See, I just told you. What? The dark brown piece broke. Wow. I've never had a dark brown piece break before. Usually it's the reddish brown pieces. Man, whatever, it adds flair to the set, as some would say. So we're just gonna roll with it, and at least it didn't fall off. I'm not gonna be able to play with any of these sets because if you just look at them, they'll break. Oh, man, that brown piece did not want to cooperate. It didn't want to go on, it broke, and then I couldn't even put the slant piece on. It was giving me a hard time. Alright, that was a pain in my rear end. Okay, luckily we're moving on to finishing up more of the roof here. And after going through these pieces, I actually did notice that some of these are Mega Construct pieces. And I didn't feel like ordering Lego pieces, so you'll never know unless you look very close, but some of these are actually Mega Construct pieces. They have a slightly darker brown color to them. But I will admit, even though they're a different brand, they are a lot sturdier than the old school reddish brown Lego pieces. So I can't complain. Alright, so I don't know what's going to go here in the front, but we'll see. It looks like I'm going to be building the front half, and then once I'm done with the front half, we'll probably rotate, and then the rest of the instructions will actually be the inside of the church. Like I said, this is all speculation. I'm not sure. I did go through the instructions beforehand, but I didn't look very close. I was just trying to make sure I had all the pieces. Usually these bracket pieces mean you're going to be putting stuff on the side. Okay. Oh man. Alright, so it looks like we're going to be rotating it again. We're rotating this way, and we're actually going to be building the wall right here. Let me move the camera up a little bit so you guys can see. Alright, so we're building up this wall. Wow, there's a lot of pieces. All right, as I said earlier, there are some Mega Construct pieces in here. You can't really tell. Here's a close-up. This is the Mega Construct piece. It's actually a little bit duller than the normal Lego pieces. But like I said, it's too late to replace them. It'll just add to the authenticity of the build. I didn't do it on purpose, but that's okay. And of course, the reddish-brown brick cracks. If I had $1 for every time one of these bricks cracked, I'd be able to buy the Lego Death Star. Alright, so it looks like we're going to be building the other side of the wall right here. I'm not sure how I feel about these white pieces. Some of them are actually kind of faded, especially some of the ones over here. I did buy the used pieces just because they were significantly cheaper than the new pieces, and I'm not sure if I regret it yet. Once we're done with the build, I'll probably have my final decision. All right, cool. And now it looks like we're doing the backside. Bag number 6. Like I said, there's 14 bags altogether. We're on bag number 6, which means we're almost at the halfway mark already. Like I said, if I can finish this set today, I will be extremely happy. Okay, so it looks like we're going to be building the back part over here now. As I said before, the thing I dislike about this the most is that these instructions are very repetitive, and I'm constantly having to put these white pieces on here. You could almost compare this to the Roman Colosseum. All right. So it looks like we're going to be putting on the roof of this part now. Looks like this thing's going to be very tall for a Western set. It'll actually be taller than some of the other buildings. Come on, there we go. Yes, more reddish brown pieces. As said before, I will be doing an Italy theme in the future once I get my next house. I'll be doing Italy as well as a medieval theme. This is actually going to be the table where I do the medieval theme. I actually do have the Bricklink Dracula Castle. Let me show you. It is over there in the corner over there. Disregard the mess. But that's actually the first building I have that is going to be part of the Western theme. Move this duck out of here. Get out of the way. All right. There's a reason they call me Bricks and Quacks. It's funny because my mom actually ended up coming up with that name. She was like, oh, why don't you name your channel Bricks and Quacks? If you don't know by now, I really like ducks. Just peep him back in here. Actually, let me just put him. I don't know why he's kind of blocking the way. That was a bad idea. Alright, so it looks like, move the camera up a little bit. So it looks like we're going to be continuing to build up here a little bit. Alright, so we're going to move it this way. Like I said, these instructions can be found on Rebrickable. If you just search Western Church, you'll be able to find the instructions for this. Unfortunately, like I said, it is paid instructions, so I can't show the instructions for this set. And I'm hoping it actually turns out as good as the pictures make it look. Alright, cool. So that's that part. I do really like the arches though for the set. Let me just turn this piece. I've already had about 4 of the reddish brown pieces break on me, unfortunately. Oh, that goes down too far. Oh man. Okay. I think we got it. It goes here, right? Yep. It's supposed to be right next to it. I'm definitely doing something wrong here. Ah. I wonder I'm missing a cube. So put that there. So hopefully now it'll fit. Perfect. Alright, cool. Looks like that's gonna go here. Alright, so if you can't tell, we're doing the corner pieces right here. Has a nice arch to it. And it looks like we're going to be doing the other side next as well. Alright, so this goes here. Oh, sounds like another reddish brown piece just broke. Fantastic. Alright, cool. Alright, so I'm really looking forward to finishing this. We're almost done with the top up here. If I had to guess, it's going to be flat right here, and then there's going to be black slope pieces that go all the way to the top in a square. And then I think once we're done with this part, this is where the actual church will be and where the seating and whatnot will be. All right, so it looks like there's going to be a dark brown piece that goes here, and then a reddish brown piece that goes here. Awesome. All right, so it looks like we're going to be moving on to this side now. So far, I'm not sure how I feel about the church. I do kind of like it, but like I said, the biggest complaint I had is not buying these white pieces new, just because some of them look kind of old. It does add a little bit of aesthetics to the church itself, but like I said, I don't know how I feel about it. Okay, so next, looks like we're going to be putting a 1x6 here. I do like that there's going to be some cones here. It'll really make it look unique. Then I think there's going to be another tile piece right here. So if I had to guess, I'm going to assume that on all four sides it's going to look relatively the same. So it looks like that goes there. Alright, so now it looks like we're going to be doing the opposite side over here. As I said before, we've had about 6 of the pieces break so far. It's been 5 reddish brown pieces, and I've actually had a dark brown piece break, the one in the front over here. Luckily, you can't tell unless you look very closely. Luckily, I'm not going to be bringing this to a one of the Lego events. You know what? Actually, this white piece is cracked as well. Wow. I don't even know what to say. Alright, so far it actually looks really good in the front. Like I said, once I finish this part right here, I really think it's gonna pop, and it's really gonna make the Western build I have so far stand out. So it looks like we're going to be rotating it like a rotisserie chicken. So this is very confusing. Alright, hold on. Alright, so I'm kind of confused because it shows this is the front and the window is supposed to be over here, but that is not the case. You know what? I was probably supposed to put a window on the other side as well. See what happens when you don't follow instructions? You end up having to take apart your build and fix things. Right, so hopefully it doesn't break too much. Oh man, I can hear it cracking. Come on. Oh, it's not gonna, this isn't, oh. All right, step 1, folks, follow the instructions. Follow the instructions, you don't have to worry about redoing the pieces or breaking things. All right, cool. So hopefully this will just go back on without any problems. It's probably not gonna happen. Okay. Okay, we were very fortunate we were able to put this thing back together without breaking too much stuff. So now we're finally going to be moving on to actually building another one of the columns. maybe if I put the pieces on correctly. All right, so it looks like I said, it's going to be a nice arch on the top all the way around. I feel like once you've built enough Western sets, you kind of start realizing a similar pattern, especially from some of the builders. I'm really hoping though with this set, the roof actually just pops off, where you can actually put minifigures in there and don't have to worry about it breaking. One complaint I did have with the gun shop I built was it was a pain in the rear end to take off the roof, and there was not enough room for the minifigures to actually play. So on the outside, the set looks really cool, but the builder was not thinking about playability. Not that I really play with the Lego sets, but it would be nice to be able to actually play with them if I wanted to play with them. Especially because I am building a bunch of the Red Dead Redemption characters. Oh, that didn't sound good. It sounded like the piece cracked. So I'll put that there. This one here. Alright, looks like it's going to be simple most of the rest of the way. Alright, awesome. So it looks like we're going to be building the cross next. Hallelujah! Alright. Oops. Notice how they didn't make the cross out of the reddish brown pieces? Because heaven forbid, if we built the cross out of the reddish brown pieces and they used that old dye and it broke, that would definitely be bad luck. Oh, okay, cool. All right. Not cool. All right, so the idea was definitely there. Oh, man. Well, unfortunately, we did manage to break the front of the church. The concept was a very good concept, but unfortunately, with a lot of the Legos and stuff, if you just build a bunch of the pieces in a row without actually designing it like a proper structure, this kind of stuff happens. And if you push too hard, the whole set will end up caving in on itself. So that's one big complaint I have about this build so far, is trying to put this little cross on the outside is a pain in the rear end. Now I gotta dig through all the pieces and try to scrounge up these pieces. And on top of that, it's not even really connected right here. All right. All right, from here on out, after this set, I am no longer buying any more sets off of Brickable. Because although this set looks really cool, it's not working for me. All right, so let's see if we can figure out how to put this back on. All right, so let's see. Okay, so it looked like there was two. So it looks like this piece connects up here. Make sure we're not missing any pieces here. Alright, so like I said before, the set did break, unfortunately. So we're going to try to put it back together. And so it looks like that goes here. We probably won't end up finishing this today just because half the time is being spent in fixing this set. Alright, so put that there. Like if I would have designed this set, I probably would have connected it around here. Whenever I did design a couple Western sets, They're relatively small, but they do look pretty cool, unrebrickable. And they are way more put together than this set. Okay, we're gonna try this again. So we have to put the cross on. And it is not going, unfortunately. Let me if it'll connect down. Oh man. Oh, sorry. Okay, this definitely feels like an illegal build because you can't tell. There's a nice gap right here. I'm not sure how the builder was able to connect these pieces because looking at it right now, they're not supposed to connect like that. And this actually looks like an illegal build. But you know what? We're gonna roll with it. We're not gonna complain too much, and we're just gonna try to put it on there. Oh wait, hold on. 1 sec. Let me try one more thing. Okay, maybe it'll go on. It looks like it's supposed to go on like this. Yeah, as you can see, there's a nice gap here. Wow. You know, the thought was there, but the execution of this build is not there. Alright, so let's attempt to put this all back together after it broke. Oh, come on, man. Okay, I think we're almost done. Okay, and it's back together again, thankfully. Wow. Alright, so this is what the front looks like. It was a pain in the rear end to do this, and you can't tell unless you look closely, but this is actually not. The pieces they don't connect correctly. But it is what it is. There's not really much more I can say on that. If I would have known everything I know now, I probably would have taken these instructions and made them better. Okay. Alright, cool. So it looks like we're going to be moving on to the next bag. Let's actually move the camera up a little bit. Get a little bit better view. Alright, cool. Alright, so moving on to the next bag, bag number 7. Looks like we're going to be finishing the roof of this thing. Let's put that there. Oops. All right, Thankfully, these aren't reddish brown pieces, so we don't have to worry about the roof cracking. At least I hope we don't. This is the one thing I will give this builder props for, is they actually cross these sections so it's more secure. That's about the only thing I will give this designer props for. In my opinion, this church looks a lot better than the Luma Bricks church. This thing is very tall though. This may be my tallest Western building once I'm done with it. It's about 6 inches taller than the train station I built last stream. And with these quarter pieces, it's going to be even taller. It's so tall, in fact, it almost doesn't fit on the screen. Stand that piece in there. Come on. It almost feels like a Minecraft set, especially with these roof pieces. All right. Oh my gosh. All right, this thing is tall. We are still going up. Oops. Come on. Oh man. All right, so here's what we have so far. This is just the front part of the church. You know, I actually do think this thing is gonna look very well. All right, so it looks like, I think next we're gonna be doing the side right here. You know what? Not too shabby. Oh man, you know what? I spoke too soon. I said they didn't have a reddish brown cross. And then what are we doing? We're going to be building a reddish brown cross. Now, if this breaks, it is going to be at least 7 years of bad luck. Oh, as soon as I said that, cracked brown piece. Oh man. Wow. That is bad luck. Especially because it's going to be a cross. Wow. This thing is about a foot and almost a half tall. Wow. All right, so it looks like it's going to be. All right, cool. Wow, that's retarded. All right. So it looks like there's going to be some type of light here. I don't know why in the instructions the builder didn't do this first. Instead, they waited until after you finished putting the roof on and then they added that. Okay, there. All right. All right, so I'm going to move the camera back a little bit just so you can see more of the build. Okay, cool. And you can't even see part of my face just because this thing is so tall. Right, so we're going to move this up a little bit. On camera though, from what I can tell, it looks pretty cool. All right, so it looks like we're going to be building a little bit more of the foundation for the actual church part itself. And get these reddish brown tile pieces. Oh man, I can hear it cracking. Oh man. Oh man. You know what? I think I'm just gonna have to stop with these reddish brown pieces. I'm just gonna have to start building a cyberpunk theme or some type of other theme that does not include brown pieces because I am having the worst of luck with these brown pieces. And of course, I actually have to take this reddish brown piece off. Oh man, it broke. Ah, crap. Fantastic. I don't know what to say. How do I constantly keep ending up with these extra pieces? Oh, this is so exciting. A bag full of reddish brown pieces. Yeah! Right, give me 1 sec. I had to grab my phone. Make sure the world isn't on fire. And there's a zombie apocalypse going on. Hey, how's it going, Alexandria? I hope your night is going just as good as mine. Well, like this has been a pretty fun build so far. Unfortunately, there's a bunch of cracked brown pieces. Like this one, I got so frustrated. Unfortunately, I put it in the wrong place, and it ended up cracking. And then there's a bunch of different cracked pieces everywhere. This has just been super stressful. This is probably going to be one of the last Western sets I build that have so many reddish brown pieces because like a lot of them have been breaking. Oh, but that's good. I'm glad your night's been good. It's always good. Thanks. Yeah, I was kind of skeptical at first whenever I was building it down here, but it's actually not too bad. Right now I'm doing the rest of the inside, so that'll be pretty cool. Yeah, like you can't really tell because of the camera, but some of these are like faded. Yeah, the brittle browns. Oh man, it's like I put one on there and it's just like every single time you can hear the cracking and stuff, and you're like, please don't break, please don't break, please don't break. It's oh man. And then like with some of these, like you just don't know because a lot of these pieces I bought off of Bricklink. So I mean, like you just don't know until you start putting them on. And some of them say new, but a lot of the new pieces can be brittle brown pieces. So. And I actually did have a dark brown piece break earlier. I was like, what? I was like, no way. Man, this is like nothing but brown pieces. There's a whole pile of brown pieces over here. Oh man. I just can't believe how tall this thing is. It's probably like 1.5 feet tall. It's just as tall as my mining set over here, the Bricklink one. So, where's the other reddish brown piece? Oh yeah, that's where I think I got a lot of these pieces from. I used to have the old. I'm gonna get this wrong, but it's the is it the MTMT? The reddish brown MTMT. A lot of those pieces were the old school reddish brown ones. I ended up selling a lot of those pieces though, just because they were so fragile. And it's crazy. Some of the like the ball turret and stuff. Some of those pieces go for like $15 to $20. I ended up selling all of mine, and I was like, oh, okay. I didn't know people were actually after these. It's pretty crazy. But I guess they're so exclusive to the Star Wars sets. That's probably why a lot of them go for so much. Yeah, that's the only bad thing about these Western sets is they're also reddish brown. So. Looks like it's gonna be that one. Yeah, I'm hoping to be able to finish this today. I've been building for about 1 hour and 20 minutes, and I'm almost at the halfway mark, surprisingly. And I have 6 bags left. I'm just hoping I have all the pieces. All right, that goes there. It looks like it's going to be a 3. Oh man, you know what's funny? I always wanted the Ewok village as a kid, and this was before I even watched Star Wars. I just really loved the Ewoks. I was like, oh man, I just really want the Ewok village. One of these days, I'll end up getting it. I actually saw an Instagram post with somebody who ended up buying one from one of the Lego stores or whatever. Like, man, I wonder how much they're going for now. Probably more than I can afford, especially the minifigures. Oh man, they need to remake some of the Star Wars sets, especially that Ewok village. It's crazy how many minifigures it comes with. The Jawa carrier, yep. I wanted that Jawa carrier too. I remember I put it on my Christmas list one year. It just never happened because it was so much at the time. So I remember my parents saying, you can either get the Jawa carrier, I think it's called a Sandcrawler, the Sandcrawler, or you can get the Cafe Corner. And I ended up getting the Cafe Corner, which I can't complain because I really like buildings. And luckily I got the Cafe Corner because I think it goes for more than the Sandcrawler. Oh, really? Thank goodness. I feel like I heard rumors about that too. They definitely need a new Sandcrawler, and once it comes out, I'm definitely it's gonna be a day one buy, and hopefully they have some type of exclusive Star Wars thing that you get with it. It's kind of funny we're talking Star Wars. I actually ended up watching the new Darth Maul show. Well, I don't know if it's new, but the Darth Maul show on Disney Plus, and I thought it was really good. It was crazy. I like binged watched it yesterday. I was like, oh, I could stream like building some of the Lego sets, or I could watch this show. And my dad was telling me about it. I was like, oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's still put together too. I had it on display a while ago, but I took all my city modulars down and ended up putting up the Western stuff, just because I've always really wanted to do like a Western theme. So some of the sets I designed myself. Some of the sets are from Bricklink, and then like this set, I'm actually purchased it off of Rebrickable for like I think $7. I think the guy had like a coupon or something. So, and in my opinion, it was one of the coolest looking churches because Luma Bricks I think has a church, but I wasn't really a big fan of it. Not that I buy Luma Bricks. But usually they have their instructions for free, and a lot of the times you can just rebuild their instructions but use Lego, which is pretty cool. Oh, really? I love Squid Games. You know, they actually made a Mega Construct set of Squid Games. I actually have it. It's really cool. You turn the little knob thing and the little squid character. You know what? Let me go grab it. I'll be right back. I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, so I thought it was sitting out, but it's not. It's buried in my mess of Legos. But if you just look up Mega Construct Squid Game set, you'll be able to see it. It's really cool. But like I said, you like turn the little thing on the side, and the Squid Game character, the Squid Games, I think it's the pink guys, like go up and down the escalator. It's really cool. I think I ended up buying that set as soon as it came out. It's not Lego, it's Mega Constructs, but I thought it was really cool. Yeah, I really do like the Squid Game series. Are there any other shows you watch? I'm always looking for new shows, and since I finished the Darth Maul show, I don't really have any shows I'm watching right now. Okay, where is that piece at? Whoa, that's awesome. I didn't even think of motorizing it. That would be so cool. Dang. Yeah, I don't even have space to build half the Lego sets I have. Like I have the Knight's Castle, the Colosseum, Hocus Pocus. I actually have Big Ben, and I have the original old fishing store still in the box. I just don't have space for it right now. And then half of my Lego sets are in boxes. Like I think I had the Taj Mahal as well. I think it was like the $1,000 one. That one's really cool as well. That one's actually one of my favorite sets just because of how cool it looks on display. Yeah, one of these days, whenever I build my next house, I'm gonna have a whole barndominium, and it's gonna be just probably 1,000 square feet, and it's gonna have setups with Legos and stuff. Oh yeah. Yeah, I also plan on doing an Italian theme. So I have the Italian Riviera, and then there's another set that I picked up off of eBay that I don't know if they sold it in the US, but it's, what's this called? The Venetian houses. But it's 100% Lego, and I was like, oh man, I gotta pick it up. And actually it wasn't too much. I think it was like $300. But I think it's 3,000 pieces. So I mean, like, that's not too bad. Oh, nice, yeah. The smaller one looks really cool. I think I have that one in the box as well somewhere, in the room next door. So it's kind of funny because I actually have 2 Lego rooms. This is my primary room where I do most of the building and then, you know, the displays and stuff. And then my other room has a ton of Lego sets, and it's filled pretty much to the max of just unopened boxes of Lego. I think on my channel somewhere I did do, not a live stream, but I did do a stream of the sets I have in that room, or at least some pictures. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I've been a Lego collector pretty much my whole life. My parents really got me into it, and then it's like, you know, I have friends or something come over and they'll go in the room and they'll be like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I gotta build 4 chairs. Oh. Oh man, and it's all reddish brown chairs. Oh. Yes, I did. I got, what did I buy? What did I buy? See, this is what the problem is. I have so many Lego sets half the time I don't even know what I buy. Okay, I remember now. I bought the Dark Falcon. I already have a Dark Falcon, but I bought another Dark Falcon just because I really like the Dark Falcon set. And then you ended up getting the free Dark Saber with it. And I got the Dark Saber as well. One set that I really did like buying was the, I'm gonna mess this up probably. I think it's the AT-AT, the $850 one. I remember going and getting that in person, and I ended up getting a lightsaber for it. I can't remember if it was like Luke's or Anakin's lightsaber. This was a couple of years ago. And I got it, and you get like you got $100 in points. Okay, so here's what happened. I bought the set for $850 or whatever. I got the lightsaber, and then you got $100 in points. I didn't really want the lightsaber because it just wasn't that cool to me. So I got the lightsaber, and I just went ahead and sold it or whatever. I ended up selling it for $200. So basically, I got the AT-AT for like $500 because after selling the lightsaber, I got $200, and then I got $100 in points or whatever. So I was like, oh man, like, awesome. Oh, sweet. The C-3PO? The C-3PO set looks really cool. I do have the R2-D2 one as well. I have it next door or whatever. It's really cool. The figure it comes with is really cool. The Dark Malak. I do wonder what movie or show he's from, because he looks really cool, but I just don't know. But yeah, that's awesome. The C3PO is a really cool. Is a really cool figure. I actually had to like stop buying as many Legos just because I ran out of room. Like at this point in time, they're literally on the floor. It's not good. It is not good. Yeah, I wish I would have been more into Star Wars as a kid. I probably would have bought more of the sets. But another series I really like is the Jurassic World sets, like the dinosaurs. Because I remember as a kid, I always wanted the dinosaurs, and they just they just didn't have very many dinosaur sets, and the dinosaurs just weren't that cool. And then once they started coming out with the Jurassic World sets, I've just been picking up so many Jurassic World sets. I think I pretty much have all the dinosaurs except for like 5. And some of them go for a lot of money. Like some of the Indoraptor, I think, goes for probably like $100 now or whatever. Oh, you had the Dark Falcon as well? Sweet. And it's a really good price set, a really cool set in my opinion. Especially, I think Target actually has a really good deal on it. I think it's $143 right now. I may actually end up picking up another one just to have another one. It may actually, with the exclusive figures it has, especially the white Darth Vader, that set may actually be a really good investment set. It may be the next Cloud City set, you never know. And speaking of that, I was on Bricklink and I bought like 30 Dark Jar Jars off of Bricklink because I like the Dark Jar Jar so much. Yeah, there's a couple Star Wars figures I wish they would make or remake, like what's his name, Count Dooku. They make every single figure except for Count Dooku. I mean, they do have a couple Count Dooku figures out right now, but they are so expensive. It's like they keep remaking all these same figures, and it's like, bro, just make the Count Dooku figure. Just make the Count Dooku figure. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I remember watching the show. I was cracking up. He was hilarious. Misa gonna hurt Yuza. Yeah, I think they're supposed to be coming out with a series 2 or season 2 of the show. All right, cool. I'm almost done with these benches. Knock on wood, this is the longest I've went without breaking any of these pieces, these reddish brown pieces. Oops, what the heck? Yo, what's going on? Oh, oops. I so used the wrong piece for this. Man, I feel like I've spent the last 20 minutes building these chairs. This is so bad. Okay. I think we can finally start putting on the chairs now. Oh, they did? Okay. Yeah, I need to watch it then. I really do enjoy some of the Disney Plus shows they have on there. And I really did enjoy the first one. I didn't even know the second season was out. Yeah, I thought the Bad Batch was pretty good as well. The one thing I did not like though was, I think her name was, what was her name? One of the main characters, Omega. Oh my gosh, she was always getting into trouble in that show. I was like, bro, what are you doing? Like, everything's fine, everybody's chilling, and then she's off causing trouble, like making everybody fight for their lives, or almost like dying and stuff. It's like, oh my gosh, she would stress me out in that show. It's just like, oh my god, like, what are you doing, man? Like, stop causing trouble. Ah, yeah. I think somebody leaked it. There's this one guy I follow on Instagram. His name is Unibricks. He leaked it, and I was like, oh, I wonder how much it's gonna be. And I saw the $400 price tag, and I was like, nope, I'm not getting that one. It was like, oh man. I'm telling you, at some point in time, Lego's gonna become unaffordable. You're literally gonna have to take out a loan to be able to buy Legos. But yeah, I think I saw the set today. It was like, yeah, I'm not paying $400 for that. Oh crap! Wait a minute. Oh man, it looks like I'm gonna be putting this there. Oh, there it goes there. Yeah, I also saw. It's funny. We actually saw some more leaks today, but I saw a Pokemon leak today, and it had Charmander in it. Oh my gosh, it was so bad. Like, the Charmander was probably one of the worst Charmanders I've ever seen in my life. Like, his mouth was like, instead of being like flat or whatever, his mouth was like sticking out, and it was just like, what is going on here? The Jigglypuff, though, I will say the Jigglypuff looked pretty cool. Yeah. Ooh. Star Trek. Hold on, let me see. Star Trek. It said Star Trek bridge diorama. Star Trek bridge. Oh wow, I didn't hear about that one. That's awesome. Oh, sweet. Yeah, I've never seen Star Trek, but I thought the ship that came out was really cool. Of course, a bunch of scalpers and stuff picked them up really fast and tried flipping them or whatever, but I was like, oh man. Ah, okay, I'm missing one of these red pieces. It does. It was cracking me up. I saw it and it was just like, this is not the move, man. This is not the move. It's hilarious. Poor Charmander. He deserves better. Yeah, I think they also had Gengar as well. I thought the Arcanine was probably my favorite. I thought the Arcanine was really cool. I was like, oh wow, Lego did a really good job with him. Oh, nice. Got a nice little red thing here. That's so funny what you said. The Charmander. Ah, okay. That makes sense. Got you. Interesting. I thought it was the original. I do want to say I've seen at least one or two Star Trek episodes, though. I don't want to promise I did, but I could have sworn I have. But like I said, I think I've only seen like one or two episodes altogether. Ah. Yeah, and one other series I usually collect are the Speed Champions series. I really do like a lot of the Lego cards they come out with. I have several containers full of the cars. I probably have almost every car. I think the only one I'm missing is the yellow Audi out of all the cars they have. The Speed Champion cars, that is. I just didn't like the yellow Audi. It's just like, bro. But it was just me. Just my preference. Were you able to get any of the Series 29 minifigures? Oh, wow. The City of Edge of Forever. Oh, dang. Yeah, I'll have to check it out then. Or at least watch that episode. Can you watch all the episodes, or can you watch like that specific episode and not have to like watch every episode and not miss anything, if that makes sense? Yeah, because like people recommend stuff to me and I'm like, oh, okay, cool, I'll go check it out. Oh, good, I only have 5 bags left. Almost there. I'm really surprised they don't have more like, well, I mean, I'm kind of into cosplay, kind of not. But I'm really surprised they don't have more like, because Star Wars is really big and they have a lot of Star Wars cosplay, but they don't have Star Trek cosplay. I think that's pretty big as well, especially considering how popular that chip was whenever it first came out. Oh, that's pretty cool. This is a piano. Okay, cool. So awesome. Yeah, so I'll for sure have to check out that episode. I'll go back and save that episode that you said, or I can just remember it. But I'll go ahead and check out that episode or whatever, just to say I've watched it. Especially since it won that award. Watch you say that now, and then I'm not gonna be live streaming anymore, and instead I'm gonna be watching Star Trek. Like, bro, you haven't streamed in a while. Where you at? Well, Alexandria got me caught on Star Trek. Yeah, but that sounds cool. Speaking of cool, what in tarnation? Oh, nice, another cracked piece. Fantastic. Oh my god. There it is. That goes there. Oh wow, the inside of this looks really cool. Oops. Oh man, come on. Pushed a little bit too much pressure on the bench there. I'm going to be building a candle. Trekkie? Never heard that word before. Oh, that's awesome. Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, I feel like there's not very many shows or things I don't like, so I'd probably like it a lot, especially because of how popular it is. All right, let's put the page there. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch it now. Luckily, I have more free time than I used to. But cool. Yeah, see, you're gonna have me hooked on Star Trek now, and I'll be a Trekkie as well. That just sounds so funny to say. Sweet. Let me add the window here. Okay. Space Seed. All right. Space Seed. It won't be hard to remember. Space Seed. Oh, see, you're giving me the hookup. I don't even have to look any of this up. This is nice. I'm gonna go straight and get the full enjoyment out of Star Trek. Space Seed. Space Seed. Right. Yeah, that's cool. I'll be sure to check it out. It's definitely one of the movies I just whenever I get time want to watch. Um, Especially the series. Uh, Lord of the Rings was like that for a while. I always wanted to watch Lord of the Rings, and then finally I sat down and I watched all three movies of Lord of the Rings. It took 9 hours, but I finished them, and now I'm a Lord of the Rings fan. Oh, thank you so much. It's been really fun chatting with you. I appreciate it. There's like three other people who come on and watch my live streams every so often, and we're always chatting it up. Yeah, if you have a channel or anything, I don't know if you do live streams or builds or whatever, I'll follow you as well. I always love looking at Legos and stuff, seeing what different builds and stuff people come up with. Oh yeah, for sure. And surprisingly, Lego's not charging too much for it. I mean, yeah, it's 650, but like for what they could charge for it, if it was a Star Wars set, oh man, go ahead and take out a loan, man. Take out a loan. But no, it's a really good price. I do wish though that the gift with purchase, everyone was hoping for like the Witch King or whatever. Um, I really wish they would have included the Witch King. I mean, I plan on getting it in June, but man, if they would have had that, I would have been so stoked. Oh yeah, for sure. You got this. I believe in you. You will get it one day. Or, you know, maybe if I get enough subscribers and I get my channel monetized, I'll do giveaways. And I'll remember you. I'll be like, oh, we're going to be giving away a Midas Truth today. Oh, Alexandria put her hat in the name. Boom. You get a Midas Truth. No, but I really would like to give back to you guys, especially you guys who like rock with me or whatever. I really appreciate you guys rocking with me and tuning in. You guys could be doing anything else, and we're here chatting it up or whatever. It's nice. It helps the build go by a lot faster. Like, look, I only have 4 bags left, and I'm missing a piece. Fantastic. Ah. I'm gonna skip over it for now. Oh, that didn't sound good. Me too, and luckily, this isn't my first stream. I mean, I don't stream very much, but this isn't my first stream, so at least the quality is a little bit better than past streams. Some of them were really bad. I like go back and watch it afterwards, and I'm like, oh. It's like, what was I thinking? Somehow I am missing the cube. Like, I'm so frustrated because I went through and made sure I had all the pieces, and then somehow I don't have all the pieces. It's like, what is going on here? Oh, yes. Back to the reddish brown pieces. Come on. Whew, okay, we got it on there without it breaking. Thank Lord. Hallelujah. Amen. All right. I really do like these windows on this church. It really is. This is so stressful. Whenever I first started building the set, I was literally sweating. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so stressful. And luckily, like in some of my bags over here, I do have replacement pieces. But that'll just be more pieces I have to order for the other sets. Yeah, it's, you can tell whenever it's a brittle brown piece because you definitely hear that crack. And you're like, oh man. Yeah, I'm really excited. This may be the first build I finish in a day. I don't know where I'm going to put this though. I didn't realize how big it was. Because like from the pictures, it looked really, I mean, it didn't look like super big. I was like, oh, you know, that'll fit perfect. Yeah, it'll fit perfect, all right. But I really think it would look good on like an inn because that's usually how most people have their Western setup, is the church is all the way at the end. But we'll make it work. Oh, me too. I feel like there hasn't been any Lego sales in so long. I literally go by, like on the way home from work or something, every single time I get off work, I go by like Walmart or Target and I see if there's any sales. And of course, most of the time there's just no sales. It's like, bro, just put the Legos on sale, man. Nobody's buying them, so just put them on sale. And especially my like local Walmart, it's like a smaller, what the hell, man? It's like it's a smaller Walmart. So usually they'll have some of the sets they'll have on, they'll only have on the shelf for like a month or two, and then they'll just go on sale immediately. Are you serious right now? Okay, so this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. The logic is there. Like, it looks good, but it will not clip down. I'm telling you, whoever designed this, like, the thought was there, but the execution is just not there. It's just not there. Like, you can't really tell. Let me get it closer. But like these arch pieces just will not go on. like what is actually going on here? Like why would Lego do that? Okay. It looks like we're coming up with a new plan. Oh, really? Dang. I'm gonna have to check it out. I think one of my Walmarts just got the smart brick sets in. I did see some people mark on them that they had them in clearance or whatever. Man, whenever those first came out, they were so expensive. I was like, bro, Star Wars is already expensive. Like, adding the smart brick stuff is only gonna make it more expensive. I like if I could be part of Lego's marketing team, what I would have done is in order to get the sales, you put exclusive figures that people want in the smart brick sets, and then people buy the sets. Like, it's common sense. All right, we're gonna have to run this here. Oh yeah. It almost reminds me of some of the other themes Lego had, where they were like overpriced, or the thought was there, but the execution just wasn't there. Like the Vivaldi theme. Was it Vivaldi? It was some type of theme where they had like the music box and stuff. Like the idea was cool, but it just like they ended up clearancing those sets so fast. It's just like, oh, and then apparently the dream sets are also like that. Like, I think they're pretty cool sets, especially with some of the figures. I think they're pretty cool, but it's just like not popular. This looks so bad. Like, there's nothing I can even do to like fix this. Ugh. I don't know why they would design arch pieces that don't fit inside arch pieces. That makes no sense. You know, I'm gonna have to come back and redesign this. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh. You know, I don't even have to stress about like the reddish brown pieces. It's just the fact that I can't even put this piece over here as a window because it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Like, imagine paying money for instructions for a Lego set and it just doesn't work. It's like, oh my gosh. This is so bad. You know, I should probably go on there and file a complaint so I can just get a refund for these instructions. Because so far, I've had to make several modifications to this guy's instructions. Gosh, I spent like 50 cents on these pieces too, at least. Oh, that's so frustrating. Yeah, I had to actually set a budget for myself whenever I have been buying the pieces for these sets. There was like 1 month I spent like $500 on pieces, and I was like, whoa, we're spending a little bit too much on Legos. But luckily, though, I do sell some of the sets I've had just laying around that I don't use or whatever, so it kind of pays for itself. Oh yeah. So I think that's actually what I'm going to be doing back here. I have a bunch of these little colored pieces. It's like red, green, yellow. I think that is part of the instructions um, to add the stained glass window. But with my luck and the way this build's been going so far, like I'm just expecting the worst. Like this thing's missing windows over here. Hopefully the stained glass window turns out decent. Like at this point in time, I just want the set to be like decent. Like it looks cool from the front, but yeah, the execution is just not there. And then these reddish brown pieces, they just do not help. I'm gonna have gray hairs by the time I finish building this set. All right, I think, yep, okay, cool. Now we're gonna be doing the stained glass window. It's funny that you said that, and it's almost like you knew what was coming up next. All right. Let's see, so it looks like it starts here. Green. Yeah, so it looks like now we're gonna be doing the stained glass window. Hopefully it turns out good. Green in there. Cool. This is another one of those things that's like tedious. Just putting these pieces on here. I will say though, the inside of the church does look really cool. The book fell. Seriously? Oh my gosh. Ooh, that is a good idea. I think I actually do have some vine pieces. Plus, that would fit really well with the theme, just to cover it up. You know what? You should be a Lego designer. You have really good ideas. 2, 4, 5, 6. All right, if I would stop breaking stuff in the process. Yeah, so I'll probably end up adding vines back here. I'll have to go through my pieces and look to see what colors I have. But that's, like I said, that's a really good idea. I could just put some vines right there and cover that up. But I have to figure out what I want to do with these arches. I may end up taking out this brown piece right here, lowering it down one, and then putting the window in there so there's just a slight gap so it's not too bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I need to do it one more tall. That's funny. We have good suggestions. Yeah, it's pretty hard designing Lego sets. Like some of the things I design, I mean, they look okay, but like I really have to be in like a designing mood in order for something to turn out well. Actually, I'll show you some of the other Western things I've designed by myself. So I don't know if you've played the game Red Dead Redemption, but even if you haven't, it's fine. So I designed a Western war wagon. It's like an armored wagon. And if you've played the game Red Dead Redemption 2, it looks pretty much exactly like it. There's like a turn on top. Here, I'll show it up here. There's like a turn on top. And then there's like a little door right here. And it like rolls and everything. And then here's the little seat. And then I also created, I think it's called a peddler wagon. But like it's like a little shop wagon. If you played the game Red Dead Redemption 2, there's this one character. Oh, sweet. Yeah, awesome. But yeah, Madame Nazar is one of the characters in the game. This is like her little wagon. And it's crazy because I designed this like just off the top of my head, looking at a picture of her thing. And then also, as part of the Western theme, I have the characters from the game. So this is 100% Lego. I just basically designed the characters, like looked at different pieces and put them all together. But this is supposed to be John Marston. And then I just finished building him. But this is Micah. And this is one of my favorite. This is Dutch. And then this one's pretty alright, but this is supposed to be Arthur. I'm building the rest of the figures, but I'm just waiting for the pieces to come in, and then I'll have pretty much the rest of the Vanderlyn gang. Yeah, once I finish that, man, I'm gonna be creating like shorts and stuff all the time. Especially with this church, there's so many memes and stuff that can be created. And I really do wish more people did like Western themes. I mean, I don't really follow too many people like on Instagram and see builds, but I don't really see very many people who have like all out Western builds. Oh, thanks. I feel like that's the one good thing. The one thing I'm actually pretty good at is designing minifigures. And it's crazy because there's this one TikTok channel, I don't remember who it is, but I was actually watching some of his builds of some of the minifigures. And the John Marston one, I didn't even watch the video, but he designed it almost exactly like me. And I was like, wait a minute, are you still in my ideas? But nah, he probably just came up with the same things. Oh, Fallout. I love Fallout. Man, I haven't played Fallout in so long. I remember, man, whenever I used to play back in the day, I would pick up as much stuff as I would pick up everything. And because you can pick up, stuff or whatever after you defeat enemies or you go in places or whatever. It's almost like Skyrim. But I would pick up as much stuff as you could. And my guy would have like over 1,000 pounds worth of just stuck crap on it. And I would be like, oh, okay, I just gotta hold on to everything. I never know whenever I'll need this one particular thing. And like half the stuff, I'd pick up health kits or whatever. I would never use that stuff. I would just have it in my inventory, be like, oh man, if there's this boss I need to fight or whatever, I never used it. Yeah, freaking Fallout's awesome. I don't think I gotta think, I don't even remember the last Fallout that came out. I haven't played in a while. Actually, I haven't played video games in a while. I think the last game I played was the new Resident Evil, or yeah, it's technically new. I haven't beat it yet because I'm trying to take my time with it, but it's pretty good. I played all the Resident Evils. You're right. I forgot about the dog. I feel like I didn't have the dog for very long. Oh, what was the guy's name? I think his name was Strong. Whatever alien. Yeah, I think his name was Strong. I just remember him saying Strong can carry, and I would just give him all my crap. But I would still pick up so much crap. It didn't matter because we would both just have so much crap. It's just like, oh man, like, do I really need this thing? No. But I'm gonna pick it up anyways, because why not? But that's funny. Dang, that brings back so many good memories. And I remember putting it on the hardest difficulty. And I remember I had so much stuff, and I would walk like the enemies, like the, what are they called? The crab things and the death claws. I would walk the death claws into my camp, and I would have so many turrets and stuff set up that the game, I think one time the game crashed because like every turret was like, it just like annihilation. It was freaking crazy. The game was like, and then like it just crashed. I was like, oh man, it's freaking hilarious. Dang, now I want to play Fallout. I actually think I still do have it on my Xbox. You know what? I may actually play after I'm done with this. Gonna play Fallout and watch Star Trek. That's the goals for this week. Yeah, it really is. It's freaking crazy. I would turn it on for like a little bit, just I would be at my camp with like all my resources or whatever. I would turn it on just for the heck of it, and just watch everything get annihilated. And then I just turn it right back off. Go back in the. I think I just played on not normal mode, but whatever mode is slightly harder than, or whichever mode is above normal. I think that's the mode I would play on. Man, that's freaking hilarious. Good old Fallout. Yeah, I almost bought 76, but there were so many people complaining about how bad it was. I mean, I never watched any gameplay or video on it or whatever, so I never knew. Mouse PI for hire? Huh. I've never heard of that. I'll have to check it out. Is it like a PC game, or is it like on Xbox or console? If you don't know, I'll look it up after this or whatever. But interesting. Mouse PI. That sounds like a cool game. It just makes me think of Magnum PI. I can't remember if I've seen that. Yeah, I can't think of any games off the top of my head that I played that I haven't liked. I feel like when it comes to movies and games, I'm not super like, oh man, it has to be good or whatever. I pretty much like most movies and games, so I still can't think of any games off the top of my head that I dislike. Oh, besides like COD and stuff. I used to play COD back in the day, and then they started adding so much stuff, and then I got older, and I was like, I can't keep up, man. There's just too much going on here. And then one point in time, they added the flying stuff and the jetpacks, or not jet. Yeah, was it jetpacks? Whatever. It's just like, nah, bro. And like the stuff is so fast paced now. Like I may just be a boomer, but oh man, I can't keep up. I did play Battlefield 6. That's the newest one? Yeah, Battlefield 6 for a while. And then I think one day, like, it was just not my day. And I just like kept getting destroyed. And like no matter what gun I would choose, I just kept getting wrecked. I just like turned it off, uninstalled, haven't played since. And it was probably like crap. I probably played it for like a month and a half. And I was playing it like religiously. The battle packs would come out, I would, work to unlock the stuff for free. Oh, sweet. Let me just go ahead and add that to my notes right now, so I don't forget. Mouse PI. You know what? I feel like I've seen this. That's awesome. The black and white's really cool. I feel like there was another game that was like black and white. Not the same as that, but I think it was like a 2D game. Oh, that's one thing I like doing. I really like designing games. Actually went to college for gaming, and I got a degree in computer science, and I actually know how to build games, like games on your phone and stuff or whatever. And technically the Xbox actually designed this, I don't know if you're familiar with Halo, but it's like this 2D Halo game, which is pretty cool. Like I did all the coding and everything for it. Like besides building Legos, that's the other thing I enjoy doing is like writing code and designing games. Like if I was good at the actual what's it called? You know what? Here, let me just show you my game since we're talking about it. It's called Halo Wars X. So I can't publish it on the App Store because, like, all this stuff is copyright. But like all this is 100% made by me. All right, so you click Start, and then there's all the kinds of different Halo characters: Resident Evil, Star Wars, the Avengers. So we'll just click this guy, and each one has their own characters and stuff. And then you basically choose your enemy. So there's Mario, there's a troll level, there's medieval, army, Avengers stuff. All right, so we'll just keep with the Halo theme, and we'll just choose this. And then you choose the difficulty. So we'll choose not too difficult. And then it randomly chooses a level. It takes a second to load because the game has so many characters and stuff. But basically, it's like a point system game. So basically, okay, so it chooses the background, and then you basically choose which characters you want. So like, let's just say I want to have a warthog. You click on the warthog, and a warthog appears. And then let's just say you want to have, I don't know, like a tank. You can click on the tank, and then the tank should be rolling up at some point in time. Maybe I didn't click it. Oh, there we go. Oh, now they show up, of course. And then, there's Banshee. So basically, you're trying to last as long as you can. And like, there's a gold system here. And however much, somewhere there's a point system. And then your base health is over here. But yeah. Like I said, this is 100% designed or whatever by me. And basically, the little things here are called sprites. And you just gotta like design them, or not design them, but you put them all together to where it looks like they're like moving or whatever. It's like a bunch of different pictures. And then the program I called it's called Unity or whatever. But anyways, that's a whole other conversation. But yeah, I really like designing games. I actually did publish one on the App Store that was kind of like a brick breaker. But it got taken off the App Store because I never updated it. I didn't really keep up with it. Plus, you have to. There's so many apps, and you have to keep up with like updating your app, and it's a whole thing. Thanks, I appreciate it. Yeah, every so often, whenever I'm like super bored or something, I'll open it up. And it's cool because like if there's ever a time where I'm like, oh, I'm gonna add this thing to the level, I just whatever I want to add, like you can just go in there, and as long as you know what you're doing, like you can add whatever you want to the game. I just love that freedom to be able to do whatever you want. Wow. Why would the instructions not have which one is which? Okay, well, let's do things like that. Things like that. Let's show this. Up, I hear the pieces cracking. Sounds like a reddish brown piece. Put that there. This up? Oh no, we're good. We're good. All right. So Q goes there. This is these. Oops. Put that there. Cool. Looks like we're almost done with the back side. Surprisingly, this thing actually feels pretty stable for the most part. It would be more stable here if the window pieces would have connected. But whatever. Just put that over there. Okay, cool. Looks like Q piece. And this goes here. Perfect. Wow. It's coming along. It's coming along. Then I think the roof is supposed to be black. So that'll be a nice finishing touch. Exactly. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like everything I like to do all kind of relates together. Just having the freedom to like, build what you want. And that's another reason. I mean, I haven't played it in a while, but I played a lot of Minecraft as well back in the day. Because it's like, it's almost like Lego. I probably have at least, in just playing hour, at least a year in Minecraft. I would usually play on creative mode. Just because I like the whole building aspect. It was kind of funny because I'd actually design some of the things in Lego I would design. I would actually design on Minecraft and then build them out. Oh, you know what that reminds me? Did you ever play the game Lego Worlds? But yeah, there was this game. I mean, not many people actually surprisingly knew about it, but there was this game called Lego Worlds. Man, I played that game so much. It was so cool. It was basically like a Minecraft, but not. If that makes sense. That goes there. Goes, Oh, yeah, me either. I feel like they actually haven't had many Lego games come out in a long time. I think they're supposed to be coming out with the new Batman. But yeah, that's funny. Like I've haven't played any Lego games in a long time. But I played the Avengers one, the original Star Wars. What other ones? Pirates of the Caribbean was fun. Indiana Jones. Some of the Batman games. I may end up getting the new Batman game. I haven't decided yet. I've seen a lot of people are really hyped for it. Oh, nice. Damn, this thing is huge. Oh, I put the book back up there. Yeah, I used to play some of the original Lego games, like Legoland. What was the other one? Legoland, Lego Island. Man, whenever I was a kid, I played those, and those were so much fun. I really wish they would recreate Legoland. I remember there was this one level, I think it was like level 21 or 22, of Legoland, and I just never beat it. And it was always on my bucket list to beat that level. And then, but it was made on Windows 98, and even with my experience, like programming and stuff, I could never find a way to, even if I downloaded ROMs or whatever, be able to play that game all the way through. Like you could play level 1, but you just could not play the other levels just because of the incompatibility issues with like the current version of Windows. Oh yeah, everybody loves Batman. Yeah, I really like DC. One of my favorite DC characters, only because I really like the show, is the Green Arrow. I really wish Batman would have showed up in that show, though. There was like references to him, but he never ended up showing up. And I was like, oh, it's a sad day. Yeah, I've seen a little bit of gameplay on the Batman game, and it looks pretty cool. Yeah, I also had, before I destroyed it as a kid, the original Arkham set. The one with like Poison Ivy, the Riddler, and I don't remember who else came in the set. But those figures are worth a lot now. And I don't remember what set it is, but there's a Scarecrow figure who's like glow in the dark. I don't even remember what set he's part of. But I actually was going through my Lego collection because I actually have so many DC characters and Marvel characters that I had to like buy 2 separate bins for them. But I actually found out I had the glow in the dark Scarecrow, and apparently he's worth like $100. I was like, dang, that's crazy. He's almost worth just as much as the Davy Jones minifigure. Oh, Smallville? Nice. I feel like I saw an episode. No, I'm thinking of something else. I was about to say, I think I remember seeing an episode of Smallville, but I haven't. I'll have to check that show out as well. Star Trek and Smallville. I've heard pretty much all good things about Smallville. What's it about? Dang. Talking about these shows though reminds me of all the shows I've seen. Like Game of Thrones. Man, that show pissed me off. Like not the whole show, but like certain parts of it. Where like, I'd start liking some of the characters and then something would happen and I'm like, bro, like seriously, man, like come on. Like why is this person dying? And then there's a couple characters where you're just like, oh, I wish he would just die. Oh, that's why it sounded familiar. Yeah, I really like superhero like movies and shows or whatever. Okay, I'm gonna have to check it out. That's why it sounded familiar. I was like, it sounds so familiar. But yeah, I've heard about it. I'll have to add it to my watch list. Especially because you recommended it. Ah, crap. Alright. And we're missing a cube piece. So we're going to come over here and steal it from one of these sets. Oh, I'm missing these pieces. I know a lot of people disliked the Superman, or not Superman, but a lot of the DC movies and shows and stuff. But like I said, I'm not a picky person. I enjoy watching superhero movies. I'm just thankful we get superhero movies, if I'm being honest. Even the DC ones. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I'll have to check out Smallville. Oh, how am I missing 2 cube pieces? What is actually going on here? Alright, looks like I'm going to be stealing another cube piece. I guess I didn't do a very good job reviewing to make sure I had all the pieces. Oof. Oh, yeah, it was pretty violent. I don't blame you. I felt really bad for some of them. It was crazy. I think one of the reasons I watch it is because I really like medieval type stuff and just medieval things in general. So I was like, oh, let me watch this. But yeah, I don't blame you for not finishing it or continuing to watch it or whatever. And I think it only got worse, so that didn't help. Especially the beginning, man, it was so graphic. I was like, what is going on here? Like, I know this is a show, but oof. And you know what? Actually, that makes me think of the movie The Hills Have Eyes. Oh, man. I don't think they're number 1, but number 2, oh, that was horrible. It was like so graphic and oh, I had nightmares for a while. Hey, I don't blame you. Everybody has their shows they do and don't like, so it's all good. I completely understand. Dang, if I finish this at a decent time, I only have 2 bags left, luckily. I'm gonna have to go watch a show or something. I'm actually looking forward to it. Like, luckily, I think we're done with the reddish brown pieces, so hopefully we don't have to worry about anything else breaking. What in the sand hill is going on here? Oh yeah, me too. I think the last horror movie. Well, I don't know if you consider it a horror movie. Technically, it is. Um, stinks in the way. Uh, it is Scream, the latest Scream. I think I've seen them all at this point. And then anytime there's a Michael Myers movie, I gotta go watch that. I've actually seen a lot of horror movies as well. It's funny. What's your what's your favorite scary movie? That was a Scream reference. Oh man, it's hilarious. You know, I think I really like the Sinister movies. When I think about it, especially with the jump scares and stuff. Oh, what is that one called? I don't remember which Sinister it is, but the one with the nun. The thing. I don't think I've ever seen that movie. I'll have to check it out though. Honestly, in my opinion, the older movies are usually the best movies. They usually like there's a really good plot. There's not like a bunch of CGI, and if there is, um, it's not terrible. It was good. The Thing. I'll have to watch that. You know what? I may have seen it before. Like I've seen so many scary movies that like at this point, like there's some unless it's like a major movie, I've probably seen it. Especially if it was like a popular movie at any point in time, I've probably seen it. Well, I'll have to look it up see if I've seen it. What was I gonna say? Scary movies. I was gonna say something. I don't remember. We're talking about Sinister. Ah, Sinister. That one was pretty bad. Like, oh, that one was scary. It's kind of funny. I actually dressed up as the Sinister dude. I had nightmares of him. It's kind of funny. After some scary movies, like even though like they're not real, like if they're kind of not real, but like if they have some realism to them. Oh, he did. That's hilarious. But if they have some realism to them, it's it'll keep me up at night or make me have nightmares. It's like, oh man, or you're like walking around the house and you have all the lights on. It's like, oh, like I know it's not real and it's just a movie, but like sometimes you should become so uh, immersed in them. Oh yes, The Mist. That one was eerie. It's funny. Every so often, I actually think of that movie. That's hilarious. Oh man, The Mist. Dang. Oof. No, I may end up actually watching a scary movie after this. I'll have to see which ones are on Netflix or whatever. I'm trying to think of some of the other scary movies I've seen. Just, The Conjuring. We already talked about that one. I feel like there's one movie in particular that I'm forgetting that I really like. Oh yes. It's It's like so unexpected. It's like, what the heck? Is It's crazy. Oh man. Dang. Oh, one that I was always scared of as a kid, and even kind of now. I mean, like, after looking it up, you're like, oh, it's not real. Was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Only because I live in Texas, so like, you go into the woods, and like I remember one time, me and my best friend went into the woods, because we were like, we were young kids, and we were just like exploring or whatever. And we saw this like old, well, it wasn't abandoned building, but it was like this collapsed building, and like we had no idea. We had no idea like where we were, and like there was no roads or anything, and it was just like this building that was like kind of collapsed in on itself. And I remember like we were just there, and all I could think of was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I'm like, bro, we're about to get kidnapped, man. And this was like before internet was a real big thing. So it was just like, oh, we don't have cell phones. We're out here just wandering in the woods. It's just like, bro, what are we doing, man? Like, we need to like, let's turn around and go back. And it's kind of funny, like talking about that. That same day, we just kept going down this trail or whatever, and it ended up leading to what did it lead to? It led to this opening of this road, and we ended up actually hitchhiking back to my parents' house. Luckily, we never got caught or whatever. I would have gotten in so much trouble. See, one and only time I've ever hitchhiked. Luckily, though, it was a younger couple, and they were like really cool or whatever. But it was just like, bro, like, what is going on right now? This is crazy. But yeah, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, he's scary, and then the people are scary as well. And then like in one of them, it was like based on true events. It was based on true events, all right. There was like one or two actual true things about it. Like, come on, man. Oh, sweet. Oh, wow. This is going to be, looks like one of the roofs. Oh, another one. Well, I don't know if it's considered scary per se, but I think it would fall under that genre. Is Final Destination. I've seen all of those. Those always make me like, oh man. Especially like if you're doing like you're on a plane or you're I don't know, on a roller coaster or something. Like all you can think of is like Final Destination type stuff, or you're behind a log truck. Oh man. Like literally to this day, like if I ever see a log truck, I'm like, nope, not get behind him. Oh yes, someone actually recommended that movie, and I remember watching it. That's awesome. Dang, you know what? Train to Busan was like a hidden, or how do you say it? That was like a hidden gem. There's like this one person told me about it, like, oh, you gotta see this movie, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. And I was like, oh, dang, that was good. That was a really good zombie movie. Yeah, I really do like zombie movies. That's just why I like Resident Evil so much. Just growing up, that was our genre as a kid, is Resident Evil. Even though they became less scary as time went on. The original one was really good though, because it like they weren't just like overpowered and stuff, and then it kind of related close to the game, which made it even cooler. Oh yeah, it was. Dude, it was just brutal too. Oh, I can just picture it. I'll tell you, some of those people were so dumb though. Man, I haven't seen it in a while, but I just vaguely remember, like, just some of the characters were like, they were just super snobby and stuff. It was just like, you know what? I hope like karma comes and gets you, or death comes and gets you. Yeah, the newest one had they were in one of those buildings that goes around. I forget what they're called, but that one was pretty good too. And I think in where I live, they have one of those type of buildings, and I could so see like something like that actually happening. Oh, you know what? That made me think of that kid who started the whole thing because of his. He was just acting like a brat. Oh man, it's funny. Where is this song? Oh, and then there's one with the garbage disposal. Oh man, every so often I think of that too. Because like there's been a couple times where like I drop a fork or something and it goes in the garbage disposal, and like you know you look at the switch, and like something like that happening is just not gonna happen. But you reach your hand in there and you're just like, please do not turn on. I'll tell you that movie, like those kind of movies, because like some of the stuff could actually happen. It'll make you a second think certain things. I don't even know if that makes sense. Or whatever. Second guess. Make you second guess certain things. I know. Some of them were so dumb. I was like, what are you doing, man? Oh, let's split up. Oh, man. You know, they actually had a Friday the 13th game. You know, like I feel like a lot of people were scared of Freddy Krueger, but I don't know, he was just one of those characters that I was just like, I feel like I could like never be scared of him. But anyways, they actually had a Friday the 13th game where you had to like run from Jason. It was actually a lot of fun. I don't think it's out anymore, or like the servers are up for it or whatever. But back in the day, it was a lot of fun. Because like there would be, I think there was six survivors, and basically like you started off with random weapons. It was almost like Dead by Daylight. That game's pretty fun. It was almost like Dead by Daylight, but that game's so stressful. Especially once you start hearing the heartbeat or whatever. I don't know if you ever played, but it has a bunch of different scary characters. That game can be so stressful. You're trying to fix the generators, and then home dude, depending on who it is right behind you. And then Michael Myers, in my opinion, is the scariest one. What the heck? What's going on here? Michael Myers is the scariest one, just because like one of his abilities is like he has to stand there and just look at you. I think it's like called stalking or whatever, but he just stands there and like looks at you. And if you're like actively looking for him, you'll see him. But I remember one time the whole goal is to build the generators and escape or whatever. But I remember one time I was building the generator and I was like looking around, and all of a sudden he just came out of nowhere and was just like whoosh. And I jumped so hard. I probably screamed a little bit, if I'm being honest. That's hilarious. Oh man, good old Chucky. Good old Chucky. Oh man. Dang. Yeah, I remember in school there was this kid who was like obsessed with Chucky. He had like a whole Chucky backpack and everything. It was like, bro, I need you to calm down, man. It was like, we all know you like Chucky, but it's not that serious. Oh my gosh, this thing is so bad. Like, what is going on here? This has got to be the worst made roof I've ever seen in my life. Like, look. Okay, this is supposed to connect to this. It's supposed to stay together. I have to add custom pieces to prevent these pieces from breaking off because it's like this. If you just like move it, it comes off. Oh my gosh, man. I couldn't imagine this being an actual Lego set. I probably would have returned it. I don't even have plate pieces to like put stuff on it. Oh, good idea. Oh, thank goodness I have pieces lying around. Okay. Oh, not the Care Bear backpacks. Oh man. Good old Care Bears. Wow. I haven't heard about Care Bears in so long. Oh, Care Bears. Wow. You know, I actually knew this person, and they went by, I think her name was Claire, and she wanted to go by Claire Bear. That's so funny. Oh man, Care Bear. Wow. Okay, so this is not gonna work, and we're gonna have to do something else. Fantastic. I wonder if I can just do it. Oh, maybe. Okay. Oh my gosh. This. Uh, so this isn't how the instructions show it, but we Got it working? Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to do some modifications. Wow. I'm so gonna go on that person's build page and like complain. Like it's just like so flimsy. Super flimsy, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm so overbuilding this Lego set. Alright, whatever. We're just like, it looks good. You can't play with it, you can't touch it, you can't do anything. Like if you just look at it wrong, the whole thing will probably just fall apart. Wow. Oh, that's pretty cool. I just realized there's a cross right here. Like an attempt was made, we'll just say that. An attempt was made on this set, but the execution, not there. Not there. All right, luckily we are on our last bag. Ah. Wow. This is so upsetting. Like, I am so sad I have to go back and redesign this thing. Like why even pay for instructions? Like you should have just made them free at this point. This is honestly breaking me the last time I buy instructions off of Rebrickable. Because I mean, like the designs look cool. Like he has a couple medieval sets, and like they look really cool. But like if this is being a pain in the rear end, I can't even imagine the medieval sets. Because I think he had like the crows, like a crow's lord thing or whatever. What else did he have? He had a bear medieval set. Yeah, his medieval sets are cool, but looks like I'm gonna have to be designing my own sets from here on out, or just buying the Rebrickable ones. I will say though, the Rebrickable ones, they look cool, but once again, the execution is just not there. Like the outside looks cool, like the general store, but on the inside, like the walls are like sloped, and it just looks so bad. And you can like see the light underneath. It's like, come on, man. You know, I'm telling you, I'm gonna have to start designing Lego sets and then submitting them to Bricklink. And then whenever I get famous, because my sets are whatever, it will be good. All right, so right now it looks like I'm just putting in some grass over here. Why was this not part of the first initial build? Like you would think you would do the base and then the church, not go back and then do the plants and stuff. But you know what? At this point in time, I'm so overbuilding the set. I just want to hurry up and finish so I can be done with this thing. Because I already know, like I said, I'm going to have to go back and fix some things. Yeah, I 100% agree. They do have some really good sets on there, but like you said, they need to test them out, and then they can release them or whatever. So, like at least with my sets, like there's no complexity at all. It's like super straightforward. And literally, I just built the sets just to have them on there for simple builds, and it's like cheap to build some of the Western sets I designed. But like I said, they're super small, and it's like for little kids. If a little kid wanted to buy it, like, oh look, I have a Western set. It's for that type of thing. But at least with mine, like, you know, I went through and looked, okay, is this actually feasible, or is there things I'm trying to do that, like, you can't physically do? Like with these arch pieces. Like, the thing that makes me the most annoyed is the fact that, like, I bought these arch pieces and I had to buy 8 of them, and there was a couple, like, I had to buy from multiple sellers because no seller had, like, more than 2 of them at a time. So I had to buy and pay extra for these pieces, like these parts, and they don't even fit in the set correctly. It's like, bro, what the heck, man? What is really going on here? What the heck? Alright, surely this piece will fit. Oh, come on. What the heck? Why is this not going on? Oh. Yeah. You could get away, like, look, like this thing right here. Okay. So this is supposed to go on here like this, but it doesn't because there's a curved piece right here. Like, what is actually going on here? So this is supposed to go here, but it doesn't go there because there's this tile piece here. But it says to put the tile piece there. Like, oh my gosh. They must have just like rendered these photos. See, it'll fit there without this tile piece. See, but then I paid money for the tile piece. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. And this is just the foundation too. Oh man. Jeez. I need to move the camera so we can watch this catastrophe together. Right. So down piece here. Do you go to any, or do they have any like Lego conventions or whatever near where you are? I know they have a big one coming up in July where I'm at. I think it's July. I think it's like July 25th or 26th. It's supposed to be the biggest, according to their thing, it's supposed to be the biggest Lego convention in Texas. I think it's called Brick Rodeo. But there's supposed to be a bunch of different vendors there and builds and all kinds of stuff. I'll probably end up doing a live stream whenever I'm there. I'll probably end up staying for 2 days and then doing a live stream and just, you know, showing what all's there. So that'll be pretty cool. They had one here where I'm at now, but it was pretty dumb how they organized it. It was like a rushed event, and it was horrible. Oh man, that stinks. I guess they only have them at some of the major cities. Yeah, they're pretty fun. Some of the people though, like for some of the sets, man, they'll try to like charge you an arm and a leg for some of the minifigures. It's like, bro, I could go buy this on Bricklink for cheaper than what you're charging for. Like they're charging, like some of them charge crazy prices, but I think they only charge like some of those prices for like convenience. It's like, oh, you know, oh, nice. It'll be cool. Yeah, so Chicago's a major city, so I'm sure it'll be a really big event. Usually for the bigger cities, they have the bigger events. Here, they used to have quite a few events, but they usually only have one event a year. And like the one this year, where I'm at, it was very small. And I mean, like, it was cool, but it wasn't like, oh man, this is so, you know, awesome. It was like, it was pretty mid. And then you like they gave you a time limit of how long you could be there. So you know, like the whole time, like you're like, oh shoot, I got to see everything. I got to film as much as I can. And then like you only had, I think you only had like 2 hours to see all the exhibits and go shopping or whatever. Which you know you think is a long time, but you know if you're filming content, making stuff or whatever, you want to make sure you get everything. And it like just was not enough time. Oh, and it was pretty cool. They did have a claw machine you could use that somebody made, like a Lego claw machine, and it was free to use. So like you use the little claw machine, and then it actually um, picked up the little ball thing, and whatever was in the capsule you got to keep. I ended up winning like a little glow in the dark duck, which I thought was pretty cool. But they had a couple like just random Lego pieces in some of the little blocks, or in some of the little I think they were boulder pieces. Yeah. Oh wow! Now that's dedication. And flying from Australia, or going traveling from Australia, that's crazy. I may have to look it up. I mean, if it's that big of an event, um, I may have to take off some time and go there. Luckily, like because I do like the live streaming and I do sell some Lego sets, I actually made this a business. So if I did do any traveling, I could actually write it off as like business expenses because you know I'm doing it for content or whatever. So I may actually have to check it out. Maybe I'll show up in Chicago too. Well, interesting. I'm telling you, if like I didn't have a job and stuff, I would be going to Lego events all the time. I'd probably set up my own little section with all my Western builds, and then I would also build some medieval builds. Oh, I bet. I love going to Lego events. Even the small one in town they had here, man, I was so excited to go. And they also have some Lego shops, not just like the Lego store, but they have shops that sell Legos as well. Even like retired Lego, which is pretty cool. The only problem is like they charge an arm and a leg for them, like way more than Bricklink. Um, is this another thing that doesn't make sense? What is going on here, man? Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm excited for your friend. I wonder if it's like a thing they do every year, or it's like a one-time gig. If it's a one-time thing, I may have to check it out. Or maybe like you know they do it in different parts of the U.S. Because I think there's this one thing called Brickfest, which is like one of the Lego events they do, and they do it in different parts of the U.S. Like I think the next one they have is in like Alabama or something, and that's the one they had here. I feel like every year it changes names though. Like one year it's Brickfest, another year it's like Minifig Fest. Oh, okay, cool. That's awesome. That's nice. They have that. It's just consistent like that. They definitely need more Lego events. Because I mean, like, there's a lot of people who show up to that stuff. Like, whenever I went to the one I went to, there was so many. Like, there was too many people, honestly. And I made the mistake of live streaming it as soon as I got there, and it was like packed. I felt like a sardine trying to walk past people. It was like, get out of the way, man! Like, I want to see the Legos too. There really is. Every time I go on Instagram, there's some type of fest going on. There's actually been a lot of like Pokemon, like well, not Pokemon specifically, but like one near me. I think they have it every weekend now because it's such a big thing. It's like a trading card festival thing or whatever. Um, which I mean, like, it's pretty cool. But it's just not my cup of tea. It's crazy though. Like, I'm so glad, at least not yet. Um, People don't scalp because it's so expensive. They don't scalp the Legos to where you like can't get them. There's a lot of things you can just order online. The only times I think like people really scalp this stuff is if there's a sale or something. Then it's hard to get some of this stuff. Oh, that's awesome! The GI Joe convention, sweet. Dang, I didn't even know they still made GI Joes. I used to have a bunch whenever I was a kid. Actually, speaking of on the topic of GI Joes, um, Mega Constructs made a set, a GI Joe set, or maybe they made two GI Joe sets. And I think I bought one or two of them. I think it was like a jet or something. But yeah, I used to have a bunch of GI Joes as a kid. Man, that's awesome. My dad loved GI Joes growing up. Oh, yeah, they really are. I don't think I've ever been to one though. Um, what was I gonna say? Um, I mean, I've seen them, but like, I mean, I like Yu-Gi-Oh and stuff or whatever. I learned how to play because it was always like on my bucket list to learn how to play. Um, but I already have all the cards I want, and I'm not really into like the Pokemon cards. So, like, I prefer the Pokemon games, not the cards. Oh yeah, if they had some around here, I would for sure go. You know what? That may be something I actually look up. I may actually look to see if they have a GI Joe convention. And because my dad loves GI Joe so much, man, that would be a great Father's Day thing. Like, even if it was like after Father's Day or before Father's Day, that'd be a really great thing to take him to. Yeah, I really loved them because like just could I don't know, just the way you could like play with them or whatever. Like, you know, you could make them like, you know, battle each other and stuff or whatever. It was always fun playing with them as a kid. Just because they were like so realistic in just the motions you could do with them. That's another reason I like the Mega Constructs so much. Is because they're super similar to GI Joes. They're just smaller, and you don't have to worry about the rubber band breaking inside of them. That's hilarious. I keep turning the camera. We're almost done with this thing. I think we just have to do the little front portion right here. Oh, man. Yeah, I like the G.I. Joe movies as well. They were always super action packed. And like I said, the figures were so cool. Almost reminds me of the Expendable movies. Oh, this is a pretty cool looking cactus. This is probably the coolest thing about the whole set. It's, oh man. Oh yeah, somebody would probably try to fight me if I referred to them as dolls. They're not dolls; they're action figures. I mean, I don't blame them though. I'd probably be offended if somebody insulted Legos. And apparently, it's not Legos; it's Lego. Like, my uncle told me that. I was like, what? Really? I was like, but Lego just sounds like, it sounds so proper. Not Lego. You have a bunch of Lego. I mean, like, I guess it kind of makes sense. But I'm still going to say Legos. Dang, it's so sad. I don't have any of my G.I. Joes. It's so sad. I had so many too. That and the little WWE. My dad's a huge WWE fan as well. I had a bunch of the little WWE figures. Oh, hey, what's up, Tommy? You joined right when we're done. You missed the struggles of this set. We've had a ton of pieces breaking. Half the pieces don't make any sense. The roof is barely on there. Like, this has just been an unfun build. It looks really good, but overall, this thing has just been not very fun. Dang, you got taught at an early age, so you didn't make that mistake of calling them Legos. Oh yeah, it does. That's one of the reasons I ended up buying the instructions for it. I mean, it looks really good, but like I said, like this roof, it's no bueno. But it's really tall. It has like little references of crosses everywhere. It has a cross here. It has a cross down here, up here, and then on top, of course. Yeah, I think the front looks really good. Oh my gosh. It's kind of funny. I was actually telling one of my coworkers about my little community. I was like, I have a few guys or a few people that that I'm cool with or whatever. That, you know, anytime I live stream, whenever they try to hop on, whenever, like, it's cool, chatting it up, having a good time, making time go by. It's fun. Oh, it has definitely been an interesting build. This has been the most like crap, what's the word? This has been the most eventful build I've ever built. Oh man. Yeah, it does. It does, Tommy. I do wish it was designed a little bit better. If you end up wanting to build this, like, I'll give you the instructions, because like this is not worth however much I paid for it. Like, it looks good, but this thing could fall apart at any moment. I broke so many reddish brown pieces. trying to put it together. And then on top of that, like the like look look at this. Like the roof is oh my gosh. It's so stressful. It is so stressful. But you're right, it does look good. It does look good. I appreciate it. I'm gonna have to do some modifications to it off camera to get it stable and functional like I want it to be, so I can actually play it. I know, for real. It's literally just gonna sit in the corner and collect dust. That's all it's gonna do. I was like, don't touch it, don't look at it. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, especially if like the pieces are kind of hidden. Yeah, that's one thing I've learned off the Bricklink website is because these takes a lot of the reddish brown pieces. Like I think so many of them break. And I think a lot of those sellers do sell the old reddish brown pieces. They're just trying to clear out their inventory. So then I get stuck with them. Yeah, I think in my whenever I was building the train station last stream, the last piece I look at that. See, the roof just broke. The roof just broke. The roof just fell off. You know, I'm gonna finish putting these pieces on. I'm gonna finish building the cactus, and then I'm just gonna go and cry. I'm just gonna go cry. Wow. Oh yeah, for sure. That's a really good idea. And actually, it's kind of funny you said you buy some of the fake ones, but I had some Mega Construct pieces that are the brown color, and I didn't even realize it. But some of them are in here. Some of the cubes. And I was like, oh, thank goodness, they're not all the reddish, the really bad reddish brown pieces. Ah, sweet. Looks like we're building a cactus now. Maybe? Oh, oops, I used the wrong color. Eraser. Oh, man. You know, I may not even put the roof back on at this point, if I'm being honest. We'll just leave it without the roof. Oh, my gosh. Just the fact that it like broke was the irony of this whole build. Oh yeah, for sure. And then I mean, unless you're trying to resell the pieces, like it doesn't matter if they're fake Lego or not. Because I mean, like the only way you can tell is if you look really close or whatever, because they have the part number printed on them. But like other than that, you can't tell if they're fake Lego, which is nice. Oops, this isn't over there. There. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll add some bigger supports. All right, hold on. Let me just connect it for now, and we'll just so you guys can see the 100% finished product. Because I mean, technically we're done with it, but. All right, look, just stay together long enough so I can put the roof on, please. Easy does it. Okay, I'll give you guys a 360 so you can see the whole thing. All right. So Here she is. So you can actually see the roof here. Oh yes, sloped roofs are very difficult. I mean, they look really good if you can get them cooperating or whatever. But... And then the inside looks really good, honestly. Go ahead and put him in there. Here's a nice look at the inside. And a nice stained glass, and then we got a piano, and then looks like 8 minifigures can sit in there. You got some barrels in the corner of that. And then that's supposed to be some type of bookshelf, but for whatever reason the book keeps falling off. Yep. Oh, looks like we knocked over a plant. Cool. Well, I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm gonna go fix the roof, maybe cry a little bit. Yeah. Honestly, the next builds I do, I'm probably gonna be building the sheriff's office next, or a sheriff's office next, and I think that one's gonna be way better than this one because I designed it, and the roof isn't like this roof. But I'll put this in the city or in the town. I'll make some space for it. I'll fix the roof. And then I'll probably put a short or whatever on YouTube of a current update of the town. But thanks guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. Deuces.